Very few times in like life you get to witness things, and very few times in life you get to be part of something that you don't know you even being part of in time, right? Like, I think people have the wrong idea when it comes to like how we feel about politics and politicians right now. I think this is the greatest time ever for people who are actually Democrats. Um, that's why I would think anybody who's opposed to how like a lot of these blatantly racist, blatantly socialist, blatantly pro-business, corporate handout Republican people, how they talk and how they act and demeanor towards smug demeanor towards people who like work and people outside of Washington getting paid for vacations. You see how they act? You see how like Instagram, Facebook, and rapid news comes to you real quick, and now you get to see a face, and you get to see some of these people policies. Where before you just like, oh yeah, that person's been in office 8 years. I guess they cool. I don't really know the other opponents, so I'm just gonna check this person. I'm not gonna do it at all. And the people who he or she is running for know who they are, and they count on that. So like, oh yeah, just he gonna win again. No big deal. Who cares? It don't affect my life. But now we can put a name to all. It's like they got a jersey on their back now with names on them, and we'll see who these people truly are. Now, why is it so good for Democrats? Because perception to a kid or anybody else who like looking upon this, who's gonna lead the next generation, next 4 years. We'll see. So if you're 14 now, think how quick this is gonna happen. When people who's 14 right now is about to be 18. Remember, it's about to be the end of the year. So in a short 3 to 4 years, they're gonna be 18 years old. They're gonna be adults that quick, and they run it. Now, what does that mean? They're gonna run the world, and they gonna remember what they saw. Look at everything they see right now. They see hate groups. They see people tweeting about hate groups, and people standing on the side of those people who have those tweets about hate groups. And what do you think they see? Now, mind you, they might not grow up like you and me. Well, me, we're not gonna say me because I ain't gonna cap like I ain't grew up on white people. I grew up on white people all my life, white girlfriends, all that stuff. Like, it makes no difference to me. But also, I grew up in the hood too, where it's not a lot of white people. And if they are white people, they ain't type of white people you think they are. Like, they like us in a way. They're not. They wouldn't associate themselves with mannerisms of a white person. But that's neither here nor there. So some people have the luxury of seeing both sides of the thing. Now, remember this. It's a lot of these TikTok, YouTube people now, generations, right? And they all together. They don't care if you black, white, gay, not gay, binary, non-binary, trans. I don't even know how that stuff is, but they know what it is. And they don't care. They're not judging nobody. They only judge you on how you do, how you treat them. And all that bullying stuff and that mean politics and talking gibberish to not make a point about something we asked you about specifically, that don't fly with them. And you gotta remember, it's millions of them, pun millions of them, and they all want to fit into their social group. So now it's cool to be free and rainbows and no judging and free speech and free will and hippie love, right? Where most Republicans, they don't stand for that. They the suit and tie and Munchkin, McConnell, all those people. Even if it's not people like that, that's Republicans, that's like cool people, it don't even matter because they're the faces of it. And now they see like, oh man, these people are bad. Like, we got to get them out. And so when that comes around, now they're going to raise their kids like that. Because those millions of 18-year-olds is about to have millions of kids. Most people going to have their kids before they get 18. It's about to have millions of teenagers have kids every year. Trust me. So now what? Now Republicans, y'all are in trouble. The worst thing that y'all think y'all being funny with this racism stuff and all this things y'all do. The worst thing that ever happened to y'all is Donald Trump. Because it's put a spotlight on how things really are compared to what people were just saying how they were. You're in trouble. Your party is in shambles. Your parties will. I don't see it running anymore. It's too hard to change Republican. There might not be another Republican in office forever. I say at least the next 20 years, at least, because y'all had an opportunity to stand against evil and look good, but now all they see is Fox News and rhetoric, and it's just like this. I'm telling you, man, this new generation ain't going for that, man. I can't even say stuff I want to say because I know it's gonna be a back. Like you can't say that stuff. You can't act like that no more. They're not having it. They're not having it. Ain't nothing you can do about this. Like, democracy is gonna be between Democrats and independents from now on. And that's just how it's gonna be. You see, it's grown people right now who's actually leaving the Republican Party and being independent. They'll never be Democrats, but they'll be independent though. They see what's gonna happen. They see, like, oh man, like we done messed up. So I think Democrats, if you're a Democrat right now, you should rejoice. Do not stand in any Republicans' way of trying to, help them out or be mad at them. You should let every person who thinks like, let them talk. Let them talk. Let them be who they be. Because it makes no difference. They just digging themselves a bigger grave. Because you can't change video. You can't change some of the things you say. If you keep repeatedly, everybody make mistakes and say things, but when you have a trail of things you say, and like, oh man, you really feel that way. Like, you just said that 5 times. You done took 2 pictures. Look, this lady who ran for Senate, right? This is a woman who's very smart, intelligent, graduated college, ran a car place, I think she was, I don't know, she was some type of, I don't know, but I know her family, her husband owns half of the stock market, which is, I didn't even know you can do, but they own like half. I don't know how that even is possible, but they own half the stock market or something like that, or own a percentage of the stock market, whatever. It's a woman who owns a basketball franchise. This is a woman who accomplished many things in her life. Very smart, very intelligent. Man, she's a beast. Like, wow, her discipline to do all that, I respect it. But she thinks I'm an idiot. The problem is I don't think she's an idiot. I don't think she's not smart. I think she's smart. I think she's the top. I think she rose to the top of what she wanted to do. She has over $100 million. Loeffler. And was that Georgia? So Loeffler. Y'all know I'm talking about the lady who's running for the Senate in Georgia. She took 2 pictures, not 1, 2 pictures with a known racist, a Ku Klux Klan member. Like, even Donald Trump, like, oh, I ain't taking no pictures. I ain't with that stuff. Like, oh, wait a minute. I might, but we ain't going that far. Like, she took 2 pictures with him. 2 pictures. Not 1, 2. How can I? But say she didn't know who the man was. That type of stuff. Them kids ain't going for that, man. The fact that you think that people are stupid is the fact that why Republicans gonna fade away. Like, they're gonna be gone. Listen, I only talk facts on this channel. Look at this election. States that was never blue became blue. States that's never, like, how? They became, I think, was it blue? Yeah, I think Democrats are blue. Don't fact check me on that. I think Democrats are blue. And what's that? Joe Biden won those states. Things is changing, man. There's more people like me than it is going to be like you. There's going to be more people that think like me. There's going to be more people that think like me. I'm going to become average. I overall see an overall person who says, okay, that's black, that's right. That's wrong, that's right. And that's it. Well, we gotta look at the situation. We gotta sit back and think about, and we gotta analyze. No, ain't no more of them board meetings and stuff like that. It's, what's the job? What are you doing? How are you helping people? Let's start from right there. We don't want to hear rantics and antics and random things you say. It's a cold day for Republican people. So if you're a Democrat, Right now, the best thing for you to do is just sit back and let them talk and let them perform. Don't go to these anti-Trump protests. Don't waste your time doing that. Don't waste your time arguing with people on social media about what's right and what's wrong. Listen, just sit. You wasting your energy because you can't change their mind anyway, no matter how facts you got them. Obviously, listen to this. Relax and let a fool talk. Yeah. And let people judge who is who. Because if you try to change a person's mind who's thinking with emotions, it's never going to work. I don't care if you got a fact sheet right here. It don't matter. So listen, let people who believe in that type of party and believe what they're doing is right, do not argue with these people. Do not pick a sign. Do not do none of that. Let them go. Let them talk. The greatest thing you can do right now is let these people just talk and just say stuff. Because guess what? The kids are watching. And that's it. Every generation got a little bit different. I'm telling you. Every generation is coming down to this. And this new generation, who don't care if you're gay, you black, you are Jewish, you Spanish, you transsexual, they don't care about none of that. And if you say anything about anybody who like that, you're going to be exiled. So listen, mark my words. Republican Party is in trouble. And I have no problem, whether I have a problem with Republican Party or not, it don't make a difference. They're in trouble. Think about it. Think about everything you see. And think about how kids are. I'm going to give you this last example before I go. Don't let me make videos too long. It was a lady. I'm not going to say her name. Just Google it. Look it up. Because you think I'll be lying when I say stuff. It was a lady. She had a daughter on TikTok. Now, this lady was close to Donald Trump. Doing press conferences for him. All that stuff. You know what? Getting money from him. You know what? She had a daughter. They didn't care about none of that. A TikTok daughter. Who said, you know what? Publicly, I ain't with this guy. He's tripping. He's a racist. You know what? You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Hold up, on my beard. I'll tell you what happened. She mysteriously do the thing that everybody who deal with Donald Trump gotta do. Donald Trump said, you know what? Anybody who say something bad about me, I'm done with them. So you know what he did? He made it seem like she had to quit her job. She resigned to spend more time with her family. Like who wants to spend more time with their family anyway? But I'm just saying, like, she had to resign, spend more time with her family, and still get a check. They powerful. You know why? Because her daughter said she doesn't deal with him. Even the mother said, well, we think separately. Donald Trump don't care about that. Donald Trump wants your undying, willing to die loyalty, no matter who it is. If you don't have that, he's done with you. And you see what he does to people who says one little critique about him. And that's the power of a little girl. She got her mother to not be with Donald Trump no more. And then the lady come out and start saying little stuff about Donald Trump that she don't like. It's her mother's too old. She's too young. Her generation is not gonna be able to deal with nobody like that. That little girl probably got 1 million followers. You can't beat that. So go right ahead. Just let them talk. And in 4 or 5 years, you're gonna see what happens. Republican Party may be over with, and that's unfortunate because sometimes you need a yin to a yang, a difference of a side, but they did it to themselves. Star Wars. Do you understand what Star Wars is all about? That's more than a movie.